From a non-dualistic point of view, a non-dual point of view, everything is you. It's interesting because I know a lot of people who believe that up here, but living it in practice is a whole nother ball of wax. Living non-duality, living that concept is difficult in practice sometimes. But one of the practices in functional conscious living, or one of the functional conscious living practices that I tend to engage in for myself, is I will notice my internal state. I'll notice my emotional response, or I'll notice my intuitive state around something that's showing up in front of me, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing, whether it's it doesn't matter, right? It could be anything that's showing up in this reality in front of us, right? So let's say you have like resistance to a person. Let's say you're like, oh, this person invites you to lunch and there's a party, going, oh, I really don't want. You have a resistance to it, right? Get into the habit if you want to, you can. But a habit I have started to get into is when I feel that resistance, I'll start going, why am I resistant to this part of myself? So I'll ask the question in that way, instead of going, why am I resistant to this person, or why am I resistant to this situation, which creates that cause and effect reality, right? And instead going, why am I resistant to this part of myself? Because that person is just an aspect of that part of myself from a non-dualistic, or an aspect of myself from that non-dualistic point of view. They're showing up with certain qualities that create resistance in me. And so what part of me am I resistant? Why am I resistant to that part of myself? So look at the qualities that person might hold. Look at the parts that you're resistant to, and then identify that part within yourself, and then there you go. There's your work. There's your resistance. There's your work. And so this reality, from a non-dualistic point of view, is always informing us all the time. It's always informing us how we can move forward into our lives, and how we can step into a greater alignment with our spirit, greater alignment with who we are, and into a more awakened, conscious life. And that's how you bring consciousness functionally into your life in a way where day to day, doesn't matter what you're doing. You don't have to be sitting in a meditation cushion. You don't have to be doing yoga. You can be just driving in traffic. You can be just noticing how you feel about certain things in a business meeting. This person is like making me feel blah blah blah. Why do I feel blah 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 about that part of myself? It's a simple question you can ask, a very simple practice, but with very powerful results.